Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are just going to see what are relays and how it is functioning. And after that, we will see how we can build a circuit which is useful for controlling these relays from a GPIO of a microcontroller. And this circuit is useful for controlling 230 volt AC appliances using this relays. Let's get started. So what are relays? Relays are nothing but switches. Or in other words, we can say relays are electromagnetic switches that are used for controlling high power devices from the low power signals. Let's take one example for understanding that. So for controlling the state of a LED, we can directly connect the anode of the LED to the GPIO of the microcontroller through some resistor value, and then we can connect the cathode of the LED to the ground of the circuit so that we can control the state of the LED by using the power delivered from the GPIO of the microcontroller. As we know, these LEDs are low power devices that is consuming less amount of power that is delivered from the microcontroller. But for controlling a 230 volt or 110 volt AC light bulb, we cannot directly connect the terminal of the light bulb to the GPIO of the microcontroller. As we know, our microcontroller will be mostly operating between 3.3 volt to 5 volt DC, and this light bulb will glow only with the help of 230 volt or 110 volt AC, which is a high power signal than the signal that is delivered from the microcontroller. So here comes the purpose of the relay for controlling the high power devices. So using the relay, you can control the 230 volt AC light bulb, and this relay can be triggered and untriggered with a small amount of signal that is delivered from the microcontroller. So for that, we just want to build a simple circuitry for controlling the state of the relay, that is for energizing and de-energizing the coil of the relay. So there are varieties of relays available in the market, and one of the most commonly used relay is this sugar cube relay. And I am just going to use this relay for controlling the state of 230 volt AC light bulb with the help of low power 5 volt signal. And you can see this relay is a 12 volt relay, and this voltage rating is based on the coil voltage rating of the relay. So if it is a 12 volt relay, you just want to provide a 12 volt to the coil of the relay for energizing the coil. So if it is a 5 volt relay, you just want to provide 5 volt, and if it is a 24 volt relay, you just want to provide a 24 volt DC supply for energizing the coil of the relay. So based on the coil voltage ratings, there are variants of relays available. Most commonly used ones are 5 volt, 12 volt and 24 volt relays. And you can see this one is the schematic and structure for sugar cube relay, and this schematic is common for all the relays, and the working principle is also common for all the relays. You need not worry about that. And now you can see these two terminals are dedicated for the coil of the relay. As I said, I am just going to use 12 volt relay, so I will be providing 12 volt signal between these two terminals for energizing the relay. This 1 and 2 are the coil terminals of the relay, and other than that we have three different terminals, C, NO and NC. This C is nothing but the common terminal of the relay, and this NC is nothing but the normally closed terminal. So initially when the relay is not triggered, you can see the connection is made between common and NC, and that is why this terminal is named as normally closed. And this NO is nothing but the normally open terminal, and this normally open terminal will be connected to the common terminal whenever the coil of the relay is energized. So whenever the coil of the relay is energized, the common terminal of the relay will be coming in contact with the NO terminal, leaving the NC terminal. And whenever the coil of the relay is de-energized, this common terminal will be coming in contact with the NC terminal, leaving the NO terminal. This is the simplest operation of relay, and let's understand this with the help of simulation. And you can see this one is the 12 volt battery, and here negative terminal is connected to one end of the coil and other end of the coil is connected to the positive terminal through this SPST switch. And you can see here common terminal is connected to the face of the power supply. This is from our home socket, and neutral of the power supply is connected directly to the neutral of the light bulb, and face of the light bulb is connected to the NO terminal. And now you can see whenever I press this switch, this circuit will be closed, which will be energizing the coil of this relay. So I am pressing the switch. You can see this relay is now energized. So the common terminal is coming into contact with the NO terminal, which is closing this circuit. So that is why the light bulb over here is glowing now. And whenever I release this switch, the connection is made between the common terminal and NC terminal, leaving the NO terminal. So this circuit is open now. That is why this light bulb is not glowing. So this is the working principle of relay. Whenever the coil is energized, the connection will be made between common terminal and NO terminal, and when the coil is de-energized, the contact will be made between common terminal and NC terminal. And nextly, we are just going to discuss about the circuit that helps us to control these relays with the help of the microcontroller. So this is the circuit. Here you can see this one is the microcontroller pin, and here I am connecting the microcontroller to the base of the NPN transistor BC547 through a 220 ohm resistor, and the collector of the transistor is connected to the one end of the coil of the relay, and other end of the coil is connected to the positive 12 volt rail. As I said, if you are using a different voltage rating of the relay such as 5 volt or 24 volt, you just want to provide the power supply accordingly. And across the coil I am providing a 1N4007 diode. And regarding this circuit between NO, NC and common, this is same as we saw earlier in this lecture. That is, whenever the relay is triggered, the common will be coming in contact with the NO, closing this circuit, so the light bulb will be glown. Whenever we de-energize the relay, the connection will be made between common and NC, making this circuit open, so the light bulb will not be glown. Initially, when I am providing a 0 volt signal to the base of the transistor, this transistor over here will be like a open switch, that is like this. So this coil will not be energized because this coil terminal is not receiving the ground. And whenever I provide a high signal to the base of the transistor will be acting as a closed switch. So now this coil will be energized because this circuit is closed. And when the coil is energized, the common terminal will be coming in contact with the NO terminal, and this light bulb will be glown. And let's try to demonstrate this. Now when I give a 0 volt signal to the base of the transistor, the common terminal is in contact with the NC because the relay is not energized. And when I give a positive 5 volt signal to the base of the transistor, you can see the relay is energized and the contact has been made between common terminal and NO terminal. So the light bulb over here is glowing. So this is the working principle of this circuit. So you can control the state of the relay from the GPIO of the microcontroller. So you may be wondering why we want this diode. Let's understand that. I am removing the contact between the diode. When I supply a 0 volt signal to the base of the transistor, the relay will not be energized, and when I trigger the transistor base, the relay will be energized. Now the current from here will be flowing in this direction, and it will be moving through the coil, and again it will be neutralized in this ground. So this is the direction of the current. So it will be keep on flowing. And when I suddenly supply a 0 volt signal to the base of the transistor, the current that is available here at that moment will not be having any path to flow. So it will push towards the collector of this transistor at this terminal. So this may lead to the damage of the transistor, and that is why we want this diode. So now I'm connecting this diode across the coil. Now if you see, I'm giving a positive volt to the base of the transistor, and when I suddenly remove the voltage over here, the excess current that is available over here will have a path in this direction. So it will move towards the anode of the diode and it will again flow through this coil. So it will move again in this direction, and this process continues until the current is being neutralized. So whenever the current is flowing through this coil, some amount of current is consumed by this coil, and this coil will dissipate that current into a form of heat. After several hundred times, the excess current that is available or stuck up between this terminal will be neutralized because of this diode saving the life of the transistor. That is why this diode is called as feedback diode or freewheeling diode. You can see I have built the same circuit in my breadboard, and the only change that I made is I have connected a push button to the base of the transistor. So whenever I press this push button, a positive 5 volt signal will be given to the base of the transistor, triggering the relay. So this light bulb which is available over here will be lighted up, and when I release the push button, this light bulb will be turned off. So regarding the relay circuitry, you can see I have used the main supply from my socket in my home, and you can see the phase supply of my power supply is connected to the common pin of the relay, that is over here, and the phase of the light bulb is connected to the NO pin of the relay, that is available over here, and NC pin is not connected, and the neutral of the light bulb is directly connected to the socket neutral. That's all about the circuit. Now let's try to demonstrate this circuit. When I press this push button, the relay will be triggered and this 230 volt LED light bulb will be lighted up, and when I release the button, this will be turned off. I have connected the mains to my socket and I have turned on that. You can see that. Now when I press this button, you can see the LED light bulb is turned on, and when I release the button, the LED is turned off. So in the next lecture, we will try to interface this relay circuitry for controlling 230 volt AC light bulb with the help of a microcontroller. Thanks for watching.